Welcome to the Dyme Squad official podcast, where we bring you exclusive insights and inspiring stories from the brightest stars in the game. Today, we're thrilled to feature the one and only Tally Bandz, a powerhouse artist making waves with her talent, hustle, and undeniable energy. From her journey in the music industry to what's next on her rise to the top, this is an interview you don't want to miss. Get ready to vibe with your host, me, Dyme, as we dive into the world of Tally Bandz. Let's get it, Dyme Squad. Okay, Tally, can you share with us how your journey into music began and what inspired you to pursue this path?
Yes. So basically I started making music back in 2017, and it was just for fun. I wasn't even, really serious about it. I just happened to get in the studio, and the producer I was working with at the time was like, I can make you sound good. So I was like, all right, well, let's see how it goes. And I made my first rap song, and that's how Tally Bandz was created. And after I got in the studio, I just fell in love with it. I fell in love with the whole process of being an artist and making music, and I just kept going from there. But I was still having fun with it. I didn't start taking it serious until 2021.
All right, Richmond, Virginia is where you started. How has your upbringing and hometown influenced your music and style?
Oh, I'd say a lot. So growing up, in Richmond, we love Boosie, we love Jeezy. So I just, and then growing up with my uncle and my mom, all they played was rap music. So Tupac was always blasted, Mystical. So I just grew up, listening to rap music and loving it. So that definitely influenced my style now, because now I love trap music. So I love the beats, and that's pretty much my main type of music I make, and I have a really good ear for beats, so I just know it sounds good. But yeah, so growing up in Richmond, it can be a little ratchet, so I consider myself a sophisticated ratchet, because I grew up I was born in Richmond, but I grew up in the county, so I had kind of the best of both worlds, so that's why I can get a little ratchet, but I can also keep it real classy.
Okay. Who were your musical inspirations growing up, and how have they shaped your sound today?
My biggest inspiration was definitely Tupac. Growing up, I loved his music so much. I don't know if he shaped my sound, but I guess I could say that, because I am bold in my music. I don't hold back. I say what's on my mind, and people have compared me to Young Thug and King Von, which is kind of strange to me, because I don't think I sound like them. But I think it's just that I just do what I do what I want in my music. I'm really animated, and I just be having fun. I don't shy away. I'm not scared to say this or scared to sound like this. And I feel like Young Thug and his music, he definitely is not afraid of what he sounds like. So who else was my inspiration? I guess growing up it was Tupac, but then as I got older, I got into the, female rap, so Nicki, obviously, and the City Girls, Megan Thee Stallion, Doja Cat. I love her music. I definitely want to get more into pop music myself and just having fun with it. I do have a couple pop records I haven't released yet. So, but yeah, that's pretty much my biggest influences. And Drake, I love Drake as well.
I like Drake too. You shared the stage with some incredible artists like Sexy Red, Trina, and Dream Doll. What has been your most memorable performance so far, and why?
My most memorable performance has been when I opened for Jacquees at the National. That was just so lit, because I've always wanted to grace that stage. It's the biggest venue in Richmond. So for me to just be on that stage and the crowd was hundreds of people, it just felt, so surreal to be on that stage. And the crowd was loving it. They all was singing my lyrics to my songs. And the Sexy Red performance was really memorable, too, because that was out in Philly, and it was a club. The club was packed. It was like hundreds of people on the floor to the top. It was crazy. And they were all singing my lyrics, too. Like, so it just felt really cool, like, to create the art, you know, put it out there, and then it just to be received well by the fans, and then they singing it back to you. It's just I think it's just a feeling that you can never really, it never really gets old, and just nothing can really compare to it.
Okay. Performing at iconic events like the BET Awards and Rolling Loud Miami is a dream for many. How did it feel to be a part of such major platforms?
It's amazing because, like, you know, I've just been manifesting a lot of things, so those are things that are on my vision board. So to see it happen in real life is just crazy. And it just felt really good. Like, the Rolling Loud performance was super dope. I got to perform with the City Girls DJ and that boy Rhymer. So that was really dope. And he was recording me, put me on his story and everything. And the crowd was, like, loving my performance out at Rolling Loud, and that was in Miami. So when I got off the stage, everybody was like, yo, you killed that. And then for the BET Awards, I went to the BET Awards, which is super cool. I saw so many, like, people and celebrities, and I got to mingle with, you know, the stars, which is amazing. And I actually performed at the after party, so I got to perform with DJ Sky High Baby, and she really loved my music. She was like, yeah, I already seen you before. I've seen you on social media. She's like, I love your music. And she just gave me a big shout-out, and the crowd was turned up. They loved my music. So everybody just, you know, whenever I perform, I always just give my best. Like, I give all my energy. So people always respond really well to it, and I just try to put on the best show I can. But it was a great time, and I was really grateful to be a part of those, you know, big events, and I'm looking for more in my future.
Okay. Your mixtape, Bad Bitch Music, Volume 2, has been a hit. What was your creative process behind it? And how did you ensure every track was a banger?
So Bad Bitch Music Volume 2 was like a lot of songs I've already, some songs I've already done. I think it's like 5 songs I already had out. And then the rest were new tracks. So I think it's 15 tracks total on there. So I just wanted to put something out for my fans, you know. I had already been planning to put it out, but I had actually ran into Mano at a performance. I opened up for him, and I actually saw him again in his music video. I was in his music video. And he told me, he was like, you got to just keep dropping more music. You got to put more music out. Because I wasn't even going to put out another project. I was just going to, like, wait. But he was like, just drop it. Just put the music out. So that's why I was, like, really like, all right, let me just put Bad Bitch Music Volume 2 out. It's something for my fans, you know. And every track I make, personally, I feel like it's just a banger anyway. So I'm not even going to, like, get in the studio and record if I don't feel like it's going to be a banger. So I find the beat first. And then once I find the beat, I come up with the concept, and I come up with, you know, a really catchy hook. And then I just spit some bars, and it just all comes together, and it's dope. And my fans love it every time. So I always just feel like I put the intention out there that every song I make is a hit. So therefore it is, you know.
Okay. Your latest single, 304, has been going viral. What's the story or inspiration behind this track?
So 304, I actually wrote that song in 2023. I was just going through, like, a breakup, kind of like, well, the guy I was with, it was like we were on and off again. So at the time, I was kind of, like, off with him. And I just was, like, feeling upset because he was just being a 304. So he was being a hoe. So I decided to make that song about men being hoes. And that's pretty much how that came about. But I also heard this speech by T.I. I don't know why he was giving that speech, but he was just talking about how rappers should be able to talk about hoes in America, because there's plenty of hoes in America. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to put this as the backtrack, and then I'm going to come in there with, like, yeah, he a 304. He a 304. And it's just been going up, like, it's really been going So a lot of people love the song. It's currently in rotation with the DJs, and oh my God, they're eating it up. So I feel like it's going to be the song of the summer.
Okay. You received cosigns from G Herbo and Pee Wee Longway. How did these collaborations come about, and what does their support mean to you?
So they came about with G Herbo. He just found me on IG. Like, I usually send my music to blogs and stuff, and they'll repost me and stuff. And he commented on one of the blog postings that had posted me, and he just put the green light, and basically telling me, you know what I'm saying, like, keep going, like, you got it. And I was just, like, shocked when I saw it. I was like, oh, my God, like, what? Because I love G Herbo. Like, he's dope. He's a great artist. And, you know, that's a major cosign to me because he's real respected in the hip-hop community. And for him to think my music is dope, like, really, and, you know, push me to go even harder because it's like I'm doing something right, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't listen to the haters and don't listen to the naysayers. Like, just keep pushing. So that just really made me want to go even harder. And Pee Wee Longway, he just slid into my DMs too. He said he saw me on other blog posting as well, and he was just like, you know, you're hard, like, let's work. And I'm just like, oh wow, like, that's crazy. So he's a great artist too. He's well respected in the Atlanta community. So it just meant a lot for him to even reach out to me and tell me my music is hard because I feel like I get a lot of support, and, you know, it just be the haters, and I just feel like they can make you feel like you're not doing something right, you know what I'm saying? But you just can't listen to that. So to be getting co-signed by a major artist, it's like, okay, you're doing something right. Don't listen to them haters, like, you know what I'm saying? So we actually ended up doing a collab. He did an intro to my track Clock It that I'm going to be dropping next month. So he just basically introduced me as like his homegirl, like, check out my homegirl Tally Bandz. She's hard, like, so, and everybody likes that song so far. So it meant a lot, and it's very inspiring to myself, and I hope I'm inspiring others as well to just, you know, keep going for your dreams. Like, don't give up. Don't listen to the haters.
Okay. You're set to open for Dave East in New York on March 30th. How are you preparing for this performance, and what can fans expect?
So I pretty much just, like, practice the week of, because I kind of already know what I'm going to perform, but it's going to be a 12-minute set, so I'm going to perform about 5 songs probably. So they can expect me to perform all of my hits, all their favorites, and I'm excited because I get to meet Davies and everything, so we get to chop it up or whatever, and it just means a lot because he's a legend in New York, you know. So, and I've been performing in New York for a little while now. I've done a lot of shows in New York throughout my career. So, New York really likes my music. They really fuck with me and stuff. And I'm also supposed to be having a feature with him that's in the works. So I'm really gonna, you know, be able to talk to him and get that moving. So I'm excited about that as well. And I should be having some backup dancers on there, too. It's going to be a really good performance, so make sure y'all come out March 30th. All the details is on my Instagram. If you follow me on my fans, Tally Bandz, TallyBandz on Instagram. I haven't posted the flyer just yet, but I believe the doors open at 8 p.m., and I got to get the address from the flyer. But y'all are going to be able to see everything on my IG. So it's going to be a really good show. It's going to be dope. I'm actually also performing on March 28th as well. I have my own stage that day. It's a festival. It's called the Hip Hop Ladder Festival. So that's going to be on March 28th in Queens. The doors open at 6:30, and then the Davies show starts at 7 p.m. in Brooklyn.
Okay, that sounds like a good time.
Mhm.
With a feature in the works and more music on the way, what can we look forward to from Tally Bandz from 2025?
I'm gonna keep going up, like, keep dropping music and top in the charts. That's my goal. Be at the award shows, all that. So that's my goals, and I'm just happy to have my fans along for the ride. You know, thank y'all so much for supporting me, and y'all are my motivation to keep going. Like, I get DMs all the time of my fans telling me, you know, keep going. I'm your biggest fan. Keep making music, and that just keeps inspiring me to keep going. So definitely can expect more shows. I'm under new management, so my music is going to be getting played on the radio. So you can look out for Tally Bandz on the radio in your city. And I do plan on doing a tour. I'm not sure when, but it's coming. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. And just dropping more music. So stay tuned, y'all.
Okay. What advice would you give to an emerging artist looking to make their mark in the music industry?
Just put the music out. Like, just put the music out and move around. Like, don't just think, oh, I put this song out and that's it. Like, no. You got to get out there, put yourself out there, go to open mics, in your city. And then once you feel comfortable from performing in your city, go to open mics in other cities. Like, look online for, like, open mics in other cities, or look for, promoters and music executives who are hosting shows and stuff so you can get yourself out there, because that's how I started. Like, I just put a song out, and then I went on tour with the QC DJs, and from there I met so many people just being on tour. So networking is so important, Like, it's not just about social media. Like, yeah, I got my major cosigns because they found me on social media, but I feel like I put the work in too, just from, going around state to state performing. I've done 2 tours already, my own tours. So just put yourself out there. Don't worry about, the numbers and the streams and all that stuff. Like, that's going to come, Like, just stay focused on making good music and, being out, putting yourself out there and, like, catering to your fans, giving them what they want to hear, and get you some merch so you can make some money, And then everything else is going to fall in line. Like, if it's meant for you, it's going to work out. Like, if God put it on your heart, then that means it's meant for you. So don't give up. Don't give up on your dreams. Just put yourself out there, stay consistent, and post on social media, please. A lot of people just don't post. And I don't understand artists who be acting like they too cool to post. Like, post. Like, it's okay. Like, we're in the age of the digital age. Like, most artists now are just content creators. Everyone is a content creator. So just create that content, and put it out there. Put yourself out there, and you will go far. I promise you. You got this.
Okay. If you could describe your music in 3 words for someone who's never heard it before, what would they be?
Oh, my goodness. I would say hype, fun, and sexy.
Okay. Outside of music, what are some of your hobbies or passions that keep you grounded and inspired?
I actually take care of my grandma, so that keeps me very grounded, and she always gives me the best advice. If I need something, I just go to her, and she just gives me a word, and she always tells me to lean on God and believe in God, and everything's going to work out, for the best. Just let it unfold. So, yeah, taking care of her. And also I like to read books. I love reading, like, self-improvement books and self-help books. Like, that's mainly what I'm doing is I'm listening to audiobooks, or I'm on YouTube listening to something to improve my life. And going to the gym. I love going to the gym. It's my favorite thing to do. And I like to cook. I love cooking and hanging out with my friends when I can, when I have time, and hanging with my family. That's pretty much what I do. I be in the house, for real.
Me too. That's the safest place to be nowadays in this world.
Right. Seriously.
Yeah. All right. If you could collab with any artist in the world, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
I would collab with Tupac because he is just amazing. Like, he's an amazing artist, and he's an amazing person. Like, he's got so many, like, different facets to him. He's not just a rapper, he's an actor and he's a philosopher, and I just think he's so dope to this day. I've always loved him since I was a kid. So I'd love to collab with Tupac. Is it just one artist?
Oh, you can name as many as you want.
I was like, wait, I don't know. Definitely Tupac. I'd love to collab with Future because he's dope. I saw him in concert, and he just makes awesome music, and I think that we would have a great performance if we were to perform together. And I want to collab with Doja Cat. I think we could make a really dope song together. She's dope as an artist. And Nicki Minaj, because she's the queen and I'm the baddest queen. So the queens have to get together and collab. That's just only, it only makes sense.
Okay, well, that's the end of the interview. It has been an honor talking to you today, Tally.
Thank you. It's been an honor to talk to you as well.
Thanks for rocking with us on this exclusive feature with Tally Bandz. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell to turn on notifications so you're always in the loop for our latest features. Stay tuned, Dyme Squad.